recording. And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Life Show with your hostess with the mostest, Quincy and
You, Quincy and Romeo, you shouldn't have done that.
go ahead. Say what you about to say.
You gotta set it up better than that next time, buddy.
This is first of all, this podcast is going to be organic, as you see what we're doing now. Everything organic, ain't nothing scripted. We have stuff that we're going to talk about, but we got the scripted. The purpose of this podcast is to talk about subject about being disabled because both of us are disabled and at different stages of being disabled. Like Romeo, he been disabled all his life, and I just became disabled. So we give you two different views on this lifestyle, and also we want to do some teaching, some learning. We want y'all to ask some questions. This show is very interactive. As you see, as much interaction we get from him now, we get more interaction. Ain't that right, Romeo?
Yes, that is. He's he's throwing shade at me already. Show hasn't started. Cool. Okay.
I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just saying. You see how much interaction that was getting right people. I'm just saying.
Just let you do the intro. That's all.
But let me do the intro. Well, that was folks. That was the intro to to our thing. But Romeo, but people, this our conversation is always open. We are non-judgmental people. We gonna have some fun. We gonna learn. We gonna laugh together. This show is to learn more about the disabled lifestyle, whether it's physical, mental, whatever. We will have guests and we have different topics that we'll talk about and things. We will do this. This podcast will be sometimes live and most of the time recorded. And recorded stuff, we'll make sure that you'll find all our personal stuff in the description below in the YouTube. We have a link tree that you can click on and go to our personal stuff. But Romeo, tell the people how they can find you.
the live stuff will be done once a month, and you can find our link tree in our YouTube description, and that'll give you all of our individual things. For me, you to find me on YouTube, you just go to uh, youtube.com/BJJ artist, the letters BJJ, and then the word artist all together. I will come up. For Twitter, it is um, actually, I just changed my name, so I'm going to check it for you so I don't give you incorrect information.
How you gonna
It
change? How you gonna change the name on the people? Who people say? See people.
because these people are new, so they don't know. It is twitter.com/BJJTCG. And my Instagram is RB Lost Poet. The letters RB and the words Lost Poet all together, no spaces. You will find me.
Well, that was nice. He did it so professional. Yeah, folks. You can find me on IG at the QK and it's spelled THEQK. You can find my business Instagram on Instagram too at QKB.A.E88 because I do YouTube. Also, I blog. I coach and do all that. That's my business page. And then on YouTube, just look up Quincy Keith. My picture is with my dreads. My used to be dreads. My locks I miss them a little bit, but I don't. I do. I mean the cover. That's how you can find me, folks. Yes, but everything is in the description. Our show, the Woodlife Show, is on Twitter. We don't have a Facebook yet. That's coming up, but not now. Instagram,
Yeah, Facebook is in the works.
yes. Go right,
Instagram and Twitter are both live.
yes. Right now, this is a learning process for all of us because this project right here had went through many stages to get to now.
Oh, if you guys knew the history of this, it was, it has been quite a metamorphosis. I'll say that's what I'll call it, a metamorphosis
Yes.
from what it was originally supposed to be.
hmm But as you see, the duo that can actually do things and actually collaborate and work together are on here. So, Romeo, tell people about yourself.
About myself, I am a writer, a blogger, a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu coach, and competitor. Uh, yeah, that's the basics. If you want to find out more information, you hit up the social medias. My disability, since that's where we're going next, is cerebral palsy. And as Quincy said, um, you will get two different perspectives because his disability is different. Now, to explain what cerebral palsy is, in layman's terms, for those of you who don't know, it's it is a brain damage that affects your gross motor skills as you develop. It happens in early development. It is not something you can catch. It's something that occurs.
Yes, that is a chromosome dysfunction. I found
It
that
has nothing to do with chromosomes. That is incorrect.
it do.
Cerebral palsy does not.
I looked it up. It do got.
Where you look it up at? Cause
And it still got to do with your brain and everything. But I looked it up just a little bit.
your brain and your chromosomes, that's not the same thing.
It's in your DNA.
No, no, because what happened to me and everybody else I know that has cerebral palsy is we had a lack of oxygen when we were born, and our brains bled. That's what happened to me. My
Oh,
chromosomes are fine. My DNA is fine. My brain bled when I was born because I didn't get enough oxygen. That's also why it was a C-section baby because I was in distress.
oh,
And I still didn't get enough oxygen. So hence my brain bled and I have cerebral palsy now.
oh.
That's what happened.
See, folks, we are learning. You know what I was thinking of when I said about the chromosome Down syndrome. My bad. See,
Yeah, I don't have Down syndrome.
I know you don't have Down syndrome.
That's a totally different thing.
Don't that? Don't think.
And
Oh,
they are not related at all.
they short. Well, no, and it's a no and yes. Cover reason. Somebody
Well,
asking me to re up with some things and let's talk about it. And you're right.
yeah,
They not in a sense of how it's not related, but it's another sense that I have to pull up. I gotta look through my text messages and and actually tell you how she was trying to make it. She was trying to she got in the paper for school. Cause
well, Down syndrome could be its own episode, but that is to be discussed in the future, and that is another topic all on its own.
it is.
But I will let Quincy tell you about his disability.
Well, folks, let me tell you about myself. Hi, my name is Quincy. I'm I know we are both single out here. We're trying to mingle, so let me go. I like long walks on the beach. Give me some
Bruh, really?
cakes. Excuse me, sir. Let me do like what's her name is Harris. Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. That debate had me rolling. Um, excuse me, sir. I'm talking. I would not like to get interrupted. You had your turn, so let me have my turn. And her face, and then she was smiling. I said, you know what? And they ain't a black swan, black mama, black mama.
I'm gonna let you have this. Go ahead.
But anyways, but no. My disability came about because one night I decided to go out to my and this my normal go out to get some food. I helped an older lady with her groceries to her house, and coming back, these boys shot me in the back. So I have a spinal cord. Basically, I have a spinal cord injury. Spinal cord injury is interesting because with cerebral palsy, you can get in layman's terms with you go, oh, okay, basically your brain is that. With spinal cord injury, it's so much that go into politics that go into this because at first what my injury level is a CA, and basically CA is your eighth vertebrae in your cerebral part of your spinal cord, and your cerebral part of your spinal cord control like your sensitivity movement, hand movement, and that. But with the, being, I'm in the eighth. The eighth goes into your thoracic, and your thoracic control your heart, lungs, and everything else. So it damaged some part of my thoracic, but it also damaged some part of my cerebral. That's why they always say the middle section of any. I mean, the sections when you go into another section of your spinal cord are always special. Uh, excuse me, y'all. I had a little something in my throat, but that's how I got disabled by a shooting. And talk about my shooting. I did not tell you what the lawyer said. They called me. I didn't tell you, Romeo. It's a good time to tell you now. While I was on my brain. So the lawyer called and told me that the boy got charged with two different charges: attempted murder and armed robbery, which they go with to like 30 something years. So he's like, we can always do a plea deal. I would like a plea deal, and it took me a moment. It really did. It took me a moment. And this goes with a question I'm about to ask you. Let me go on to what the Lord said. So, it took me a moment to really process it because he was like, "Well, we can do this." I said, "Well, I want the minimum maximum." I said, "If he could take 25 years, he take 25 years. I can deal with it. But if he don't take the 25 years and do 21, I can deal with that. But in my still in my hearts of hearts and everything else, I want to go to trial because I want him to serve both sentences consecutively. But if we take the plea deal, it is what it is. But then what had me, they talking about this case on getting the restitution. I said, what? Hold on. So you talking about me and I would have got killed. I got killed when I got restitution for that.
What did they say?
They said I'm not, they. I mean, I would ask my brain. I was like, if I got killed in a situation where my family get paid for me being killed from y'all, and they talk about no restitution. Like I told the lawyer, I said, how is no restitution when first of all I didn't lost my job because this would have paralyzed me. I want something out of this. And then that's when he's talking about you can go to civil court and sue. You gotta get a lawyer for that. I was like, I know the logistics and all that, but you talking about like getting a restitution. I said, oh no. But that leads up to the first question.
Hmm.
What was the this was a lesson for me to learn, and this is a lesson for me being disabled. What is the hardest lesson you ever had to learn being disabled? And what other hard lessons what excuse me.
The lesson you have to learn being disabled, honestly, is that people are shit, and the only person you can truly depend on is yourself,
Yes.
and that's 100%.
Yeah,
So, excuse
you are right.
me, you have to learn to make your own way. because the able bodied world doesn't want to tell you this, but to them, we don't exist. So you have to make yourself exist. And the way you do that is you make your own way.
He is talking the truth because me being everybody, I could empathize with you. I could really empathize with you, but I couldn't really. And I can walk in your shoes a little bit, but I'm the only person. But I'm one in like probably 10. I'm one in 10 people that really care and will speak up for you. All that. Now, be on the side of being disabled. Oh, baby, you said you gotta make your own way. You really do gotta make your own way. Um, and this was a hard lesson. This, like I said, this whole case is a hard lesson for me, and I'm still learning about the whole justice system and how everything works. Then on top of that, being disabled and this lesson being hard, the fact that I was already taught that you got to make a seat at the table for you to sit at the table. You got to make a seat. But being disabled, you really got to make a seat at the table for yourself, and at that, make it where you make it another table for yourself, so other people can join you at your table. And it's like I said, like you said, it's crazy that they don't even see us. A lot of movements, a lot of things that they don't see us, and that's why this project came about. So
That's why this show exists.
yes, this first of all, the project now, as you see the showdown. That's why this is this because we want to show the world that we got voices, we can speak out, and we are here. And as the saying goes, Malcolm X quote. I forgot someone's quote. As they said, you going to see us, you going to hear us because you can't erase us. We here, and we gonna make sure that all seats at the table are secure for us, and we're able to sit at the table, and that we have our own table that y'all can also join us too.
But you have to earn your way there.
To that, to that. Let's see. Here's another question that we got. What is the struggle that you had to overcome being in a wheelchair? Since we both got physical.
Um, a wheelchair, nothing in particular because I've used them my whole life. Um, as Quincy said, we both use wheelchairs, hence the name of the show, the Wheellifeshow, and the logo and all that stuff. But a wheelchair is just the way I get around. It's never been like this big thing for me. Oh my god, I have to use a wheelchair. This, that. It's just what I do. It's how I get around. Now, having said that, if a wheelchair is shit, I will, I'm going to let somebody know and get a proper working device because it's my mobility device. So I take them very personally and, you know, make them, they are an important part of my life. So I take them very personally and seriously, but it's nothing more at its core than the way I get around. It doesn't define me as a person.
See, on the wheelchair, now being new to the wheelchair and everything, I'm happy that my wheelchair got customized to all wheelchairs get cut. Now, this is people don't know that every wheelchair that you get supposed to be customized to you. You're supposed to get a rental, whatever. If you
It so
get a rental,
huh. It's supposed to be, but let me tell you,
like that's supposed to be. But I looked up and got a chance to get because my chair I got a rental, and I was working with the rental. But then I had secondary problems that came, and that's another show too that we will talk about having a disability and then have secondary problems. But I started having a secondary problem where I couldn't fit my wheelchair. I was getting fit. I was going to get fitted for a new one. I still my insurance because I got fired from my job because of all this. My insurance was going to pay for another wheelchair, but then when I got fired, they said, "Up, cut, 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 cut." But lucky the chair I got now is fit this right, and I didn't tell
yep,
you I did it right now because I was scared of letting people fall in the wheelchair where I was able bodied and work. working as a healthcare professional. I was a CNA at the time, and and then when I work in dialysis, I really was because nothing. Oh no, this too much. You falling and then your arm bust open. No, and you got the machine. It was no for me. That's my biggest thing of fear of falling. But
But here's the thing about falling in wheelchairs. It's going to happen.
it is.
It's literally unavoidable unless you stay in your house and never do anything.
It is because I have been out talking about falling. I have when I was going to the hair shop and I didn't have a seatbelt to a wheelchair. My best friend was pushing me in the curve and I
Wait,
slipped out
stop. How do you have a wheelchair without a seatbelt?
because the seatbelt went out the. That's why when you said and quote when you said at the beginning, when I was talking about, I said you're supposed to get a metal chair and a wheelchair comes to you that customized supposed to be customized to you. The seatbelt that I had on a wheelchair. No, I didn't have no seatbelt on this wheelchair at all.
Okay.
It's,
I was just
it's
curious because I've never heard of that situation.
I did. I was waiting to go back to the wheelchair clinic to go get it.
Other than like the wheelchairs at Walmart, which are not.
You get a wheelchair at Walmart. That's like a transport chair.
No, they have wheelchairs for older people, but they are
Yeah,
totally
Walmart.
totally shit. And those those chairs are just meant for you to literally get around the store. They're not chairs you would ever use in your daily life.
Oh, we talking about them little things, them little.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like actual, they got actual wheelchairs where people got to push you in. They got them
no, I'm talking about the
little scooter things.
yeah.
They ain't, I don't want to
I
consider that.
mean, they are scooters, but some Walmarts still do have wheelchairs.
I want to.
They're they're rental wheelchairs and stuff like that. But yeah, those are never wheelchairs that you want to use. Those wheelchairs are called. Look, we got $200, so this is what you got right now.
The,
That
them chairs are
that
called transport chairs because we use them. We used to use them in dialysis, where the only thing we supposed to do with you is transport you. Those chairs are not made for like the customer. Like okay, my chair for instance, my chair is customized where I don't have to pump the tires. I make sure that I forgot what they put in the tires. We don't have to pump them. Um, my backrest is upwise. I
yeah, you
we
don't have to pump them until you roll over some glass and that wheel pops.
no. I said no. I would like to get the one where you don't got pump. If I roll over glass, it will maintain.
Let me tell you, I had that happen once. I was like, this is not this. Nope, not a fan.
My rental like that. I had to pump it up because I said is the air going out? I said oh no, not it.
Yeah, he's right though. They're transport chairs. The flimsy ones you get at department stores. Those aren't chairs you use in your daily life though. So what we're talking about are medical grade wheelchairs that you get from a wheelchair clinic, which you get recommended to, referred to by your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
These are the wheelchairs that we will be discussing on this show, and all of our references will come from.
Right. Well, that's what we discussing now. And also, y'all, with this show, we don't talk about we or that's why I say yes. We even though that we got physical disability, we know that there are other disabilities out there that's not physical, that's more mental, and we will be having them guests on the show and finding those people because we know all disabilities come in physical and mental, and we not a show that only type cat because we got physical disabilities and we talk about them. We will also, like I said, we will also explore those mental disability and talk to those people too. Because, like I said before, we are a teaching, learning, acceptance, and unity type show. We try to learn, we going to set, but we also want to teach. So you don't have to be ignorant and not know. Oh, this is blah blah blah, and not know and be ignorant to the fact like this what this person is going through, and also this will give you a step into our lifestyles being disabled.
Yeah. I see. I don't like the term lifestyle because being disabled is not something that you can pick.
True. Well,
It's
I would say culture will be this what I'm gonna say with the disabled culture.
it's something that just happens. So yeah, that is not a slight against you. That's just to say people who don't understand would take that terminology and make it seem like some sort of um, tag that we use because we're proud to be disabled. Just because we're proud of who we are as people and what we've made of ourselves doesn't mean we want to be disabled.
Oh no, you're right.
No one wants to not be able to get out of the bed by themselves. No one wants to have to struggle to get into a bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to have to
Has a
literally invent ways to cook
or have
because
change them or cat like the I'm so mad but this whole capital thing, but I could say that's a whole nother episode to talk about.
exactly no because our whole life is just us figuring out how to do shit that you just wake up and do.
Mm-hmm.
We have to learn how to put on our socks. We can't learn that at 7 years old. It's something that takes time, a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
because our bodies don't work the same.
Sure don't. And he ain't lying to you. He is not lying to you because like we said, he been disabled all his life and I mean disabled and then learning some stuff. I'll be like, oh this not it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. And they're like, "Oh, you're just lazy," and it's like, no,
no,
you,
this is not this is period. This is not it. I want wish this is another thing that on my list of when you be having that strongest like going to hate like I will never wish dialysis nobody and being disabled because what you facing now and what you're going through. I tell people all the time that I know in my situation case, I know that I'm eventually going to walk. Right now, it is time. Right now, I'm doing the time thing. If I don't walk, it is what it is. But I know that I have seen people come out of this and their spine start to heal and stuff start to do stuff. Like the one dude, he told me that that's in the episode too, but he told me eat some damn dandelions.
excuse me.
Oh, well, we gonna talk about this another thing. Yes, actually, he was eating actual flowers. I looked it up and I said, "Oh, okay," but like I said, hold on, because
Okay, okay, okay.
it's a
His
whole.
dandelion greens are a thing, but you're not supposed to eat the damn flower. See, this is an issue for me because you have these people who just go, just do this, and it'll just be done. It'll be better, and it's like, what? Who the fuck are you?
Oh, you want
How can you tell me to just do something? How about you just mind your business? Because you don't know what it's like to live in my skin, and you never will.
right?
You can't.
Yes, that's probably we'll also talk about this in another conversation. Like I said, this show is a conversational show. We want your opinions, we want your interaction, we want your comments. So please, like I said, and we both said everything will be listed in the description. Our email, the email to the show. We got a Twitter page. We got Twitter. We got the Instagram. Facebook is coming. Our emails are there. You can also there is a phone number attached to this, so you can text or leave a voice message if you want to be on the show. or have a topic that you want us to talk about on this show.
And we do respond. So
Yes.
send away.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, guys, y'all got to meet us and see how the show gonna run. So y'all, you can catch us on the next episode.
See you next time, folks.
See y'all. Bye bye.